welcome to another episode of Video Game Numbers.
Well, it's the same episode, isn't it?
Oh shit.
Just go.
Oh, yeah.
That's a blooper.
Okay, so we've talked about the Western Conference. Let's move on to the Eastern Conference playing predictions. So just to give you a high level standings, we have the Milwaukee Bucks, 76ers on the second seed, Boston Celtics third, Cleveland Cavaliers fourth, New York Knicks followed by Brooklyn Nets, and then we have Miami Heat on the 7th, Atlanta Hawks on the 8th, Toronto Raptors on the 9th, Chicago Bulls on the 10th, and we have Pacers, Wizards, and Orlando Magic following after that. Now, obviously we have the Miami Heat, Atlanta Hawks, Toronto Raptors, and Chicago Bulls currently sitting in the play-in.
Mm-hmm.
They're all sitting 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. Do you guys think there will be big movements from where they are now? Especially how, separated.
I think the Heat are pretty much a lock in that 7th spot, unless you guys disagree. I think they're good enough to hold on to a 2-game lead over the Hawks, but I don't think they're good enough to overtake the Brooklyn Nets, which is another 2 games. So I personally think the Heat stay put. Hawks and Raptors is a tricky one, man.
Yeah.
I actually think the Raptors will overtake the Hawks. I feel like they've been
with 0.5
solid.
behind. Yeah.
I feel like they've been solid with Pirtle. Like, not amazing, but solid.
Total's been really good for them. Yeah.
And then I think the Hawks drop to 9 and the Bulls stay at 10th. Indiana's got a lot of ground to cover, and I don't know when Halliburton's coming back. He sprained his ankle, right? So I don't know when he's coming back. The Bulls have
What
been...
about the Wizards?
Wizards have... I don't know. Like, whenever... Like, I don't watch Wizards games. Like, whenever I look at the box score, there's always guys in and out of lineups, man. Like, Porzingis plays one game, but then Kuzma's out. Next game, Kuzma plays, but Porzingis is out. Like, I don't know what their record is with the full healthy starting 5. I just don't think I've really seen it much.
They're just not consistent enough.
Look, I watch a lot of Wizards games. That's solely because you bet on. I bet on Porzingis. So I've always been following whenever the Wizards are on.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're good enough.
3 and 7 in the last 2.
I mean,
the way they play, it's Porzingis first quarter,
yeah.
and then he doesn't produce anything else after that, and it's just cruise control for everyone else.
Yeah.
So I don't think they have enough firepower to kind of overtake the Bulls.
There's a very low chance that any of the, bottom 5 teams could creep up to the play-ins. I think it's very, very slim. Like, in any other season besides this season, wouldn't you say
this
Miami, Atlanta, Toronto, Chicago, they're actual playoff teams? Like,
like what you said, any other season, this would be probably like
they would be middle of the
decently
pack, right?
close. Because everyone's like 1.5, 2 games apart from each other. It's just because in the West this season is like half a game, or not even half a game. Everyone's the same from like 7 to 10. That this looks very spread out, but
it's still
in actuality, like with like what? How many games left? Like you said, like
there could still be room for
left.
movement.
Yeah, there could be heaps of movement.
There's like 10 games left, roughly. 10 to 12 games
But I
left.
think those 4 teams there in the playoff spots right now, they're good enough to keep their position.
I think so
top 4
too.
for sure. Top 4 for sure. Like
Unless Halliburton comes back tomorrow and the Pacers going to run, I don't know. They just rely on him so much.
Yeah,
man. Like they really do. He's the engine of their team. But I mean, a game and a half
even
back,
then, I don't think
they beat the Bucks without him though. Just recently, I think.
Yeah, they did. It was like yesterday or 2 days ago.
Yeah.
The Bulls have low-key been like
I don't see him
decent with
creeping up.
I really like the Pacers. I just think they need more time to develop. And also no injuries, but
But look, honestly, even with Halliburton back, I don't think they can.
A game and a half is
Creep
quite
up.
a bit of ground to make at this stage of the season. Unless you got like a game with the Bulls where you can, shave off one game just like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they are playing the Bulls. I don't know.
Even any of the other ones.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Yeah.
what- I mean, the Bulls technically are even good enough themselves to hold on to that spot as well. Like they've won, 6 of their last 10. So they're doing all right. They've just got to keep up that
Bev
trend.
era, man. They've been pretty good in the Pat Bev era.
The Pat Bev era of 12 games.
Mediocrity. But I think
they've been shit. They've been shit this season.
I think it's just because of Lonzo, bro. If they had a healthy Lonzo, who knows?
Yeah.
Which he
That
will
sucks.
miss the next season.
He might miss the next season as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fucked.
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with his knee.
Yeah.
That's some scary shit.
But anyway, that can be for another episode.
That's another topic, yeah.
That's another topic of itself. So are you guys happy then? Just keep it 7 to 10 as is. Miami Heat, Atlanta Hawks, Raptors, and Bulls.
Well, do you guys think the Raptors overtake the Hawks? I don't know. I think that's very close.
It can go either way. It can
Yeah,
honestly
it's
go
half
either
game.
way. Yeah. Like even if they played each other, even then it's still quite close. Like they got, solid teams. They just can't really, I don't know.
I think the standings
It's a bit
pretty
off.
much stay like
Yeah, we can
this.
say this
Yeah.
like
Maybe
that.
someone moves up, someone moves down, but the overall like
Mm.
1 to 10 is probably going to be the same.
So in terms of 9-10 then, we've got Raptors and Bulls. Sudden
Right.
death.
I think the Raptors win that one.
Oh man.
The
thing
Bulls
is-
rely too much on ISO from DeRozan
Yeah.
and
Zach LaVine.
And Zach LaVine.
What's going to happen is they're going to put Barnes on DeRozan because he's got length. I think Barnes usually guards the best.
No, so
OG, man. I mean, their whole team is just length, bro.
But that's what they need against a
Yeah.
mid-range shooter. They
Yeah,
need to have
exactly.
length in front of him.
They will struggle against the Raps.
And DeRozan's not, very quick laterally. He's not going to blow by you that much. So the best chance is to have some guy like Barnes, 6'9", just put a hand in front of him. And then you have a guy like OG, lockdown defender on Zach LaVine or something. Just chase him off lines and stuff.
Yeah.
Like defensively, 100%, I'd give that to the Raptors any day of the week.
Yeah.
The thing is, I think in this matchup, if either one of DeRozan or Levine are cold, it's a wrap. I don't think they're not going to win.
Yeah. But on the flip side, if either of them get really hot, they could lift them over the.
Well, yesterday against the
Raptors.
Wolves, I think DeRozan had 49. I think
49, yeah.
Levine had like 30 something as well.
Yeah.
But
And that's against
the
Wolves. and it was OT as well.
I know. I'm just pointing it out. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, the Raptors are a matchup nightmare for any perimeter heavy team, man. Like the Celtics struggle against the Raptors, man, historically, and I think the Bulls, because like you guys were saying, 90% of the offense comes from those two guys.
Yeah.
They're gonna have a tough time. Like,
I mean,
it's not just OG and Barnes, bro. Siakam's long
Yeah.
off the bench.
Yeah,
I don't know
they've got
what
Porter now.
Otto Porter Jr. is.
Boucher.
But yeah, Boucher's long. They still got Thad Young. Like they got like
Yeah.
bodies that they can just throw.
I mean, is
The
it
The
guys,
Bulls got
man.
Nikola Vucevic though.
is he kind of the X factor? Like, because outside of Levine and DeRozan, you need a third guy to kind of be that solid rock
Yeah.
for you guys.
Oh
right?
no, I have Vooch on both my fantasy teams. He's like, if he plays well, the team plays well.
Yeah.
Like, because like DeRozan can go off, Levine can go off,
Yeah.
but doesn't do shit for the team. But it's all about the rebounds for Vooch. If Vooch gets over 12 rebounds, that's a winner. That's
But
a winner
that,
game.
if he gets 12 rebounds, that means they're actually playing solid defense, being able to get stops as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
So that's a really interesting 9-10 elimination game. That's
The Bulls is that team that looks like super good on paper, but just hasn't done jack shit in the last
they've
like
been
3
shit,
years.
man. Like,
It'll be on the road as well against Raptors. Raptors got one of the best home courts too.
Mm-hmm.
That's
so
tough.
so I reckon the consensus is Toronto.
Yeah,
Raptors.
Raptors are a deeper team.
Yeah.
Bulls are very top heavy, top reliant, I should say. Yeah. And then 7 and 8, Miami versus Atlanta. Ooh. I'm going Atlanta, even if it's on the
Damn.
road against Miami.
I'm going Miami.
I think I'm gonna go Miami as well.
Man. Oh, bro, this thing is one game. It's like, who would you rather have, Jimmy G buckets or Trae Young? I'd rather have Jimmy Butler, to be honest.
Yeah,
That's tough
100%.
actually. Now that I think about it. But damn.
100% Miami. I think Miami is such a old school playoff team.
Yeah, they
The
can
way that
scrap
they
in the
play,
playoffs.
yeah, the way that they play is just. I would hate for any team in the
No one
West,
wants
in the
to
East
face them
to
in the
verse
first
them
round,
in
bro.
the.
No one
Yeah.
wants to face them. They're one of those teams like, doesn't matter if they're like 20 and 62. You put them in the playoffs
Yeah,
against
it's
like
different.
any team, they'll push you to 6-7 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll just like wear you out.
Always.
Yeah,
I guess we got the Heat then.
yeah. On second thought,
I think
the Hawks are like. I think the Hawks have a better roster on paper, but.
DeJounte Murray's been shit too though.
But the thing is, who's gonna guard Jimmy Butler, man? Like, probably Murray, to be honest.
No, I don't think he's strong enough.
Yeah, Butler's gonna.
Yeah, but who's the starting three? Oh, DeAndre Hunter actually. Yeah, Hunter will be
Hunter
going.
will
by.
guard.
Wouldn't they move Collins to? Isn't Collins a small forward? Or is he
He's
a
a
power
power
forward? Or is he a
power
power
forward,
forward?
yeah.
No, Hunter's
short
short
for power forward.
Hunter will match up against Butler. Murray will guard Hero, I think.
Yeah.
And then Trey is just the worst offensive player he'll put him against. And then they're gonna target the switches Like they're going to target Trey every single player on offense.
Then on the flip side, it's like, who you got guarding Trey? You can, like, probably not Jimmy Butler. You don't want to spend him. Would you put Jimmy Butler on Trey for 40 minutes?
I think
I don't
they
know.
can-
And then your alternatives are Hero, Lowry, and Gabe Vincent.
I think they can bang
Barbecue chicken.
they can bang Lowry on him.
Yeah, I reckon
just
Lowry.
to bump him.
Well,
bump him
Oladipo,
around.
give Oladipo big minutes.
Yeah, that would work too, Oladipo.
Yeah.
That's all he does nowadays is play defense.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give the edge to Heat now that I think about it. Okay. So you got Heat and
Heat.
Raptors.
Heat's
You know what it
a-
is? I just feel like I just don't
Hawks-
visualize the
Hawks and-
playoffs.
Hawks and Raptors.
It's Hawks.
Oh, Hawks and Raptors. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's right. Hawks versus Raptors.
And again, any other season, Hawks Raptors would be almost like a first, second round matchup. Maybe even more first round matchup rather than a play in matchup. Do you guys know what I mean? Like both of those teams are good enough. No, they're good enough to be sort of
Maybe like that
bottom
4-5
ends.
matchup in the opening round, but yeah.
like something just feels off with these two teams to me. Because again, on
There,
paper, they're
shouldn't
really
be
good.
middle of the road teams like the Hawks.
They
you
should
look
be
at them-
bottom of the road teams in
Right.
terms of the playoffs.
What do you mean?
So my cutoff is like the 10th spot. So right now I'm looking at it. They're at the bottom
Yeah.
of that part. Because realistically, who gives a shit about Pacers down to Detroit? They're always going to be garbage. Like I never have them in any conversation.
Well,
ever.
the Hawks were there like a few years ago. Down there with them.
They were, yeah. They were when they first drafted Trey, but I mean afterwards they've been a lock for playoffs.
Yeah. So Hawks versus Raptors. Who do you guys?
Raptors, bro.
Raptors.
I think Raptors will just.
Oh, it's so close. They can give. They got the guys to give Trey a lot of trouble.
I mean, if we go back to kind of playoff experience as well, you know, you have Fred VanVleet.
Championship.
Yeah, or championship,
Yeah.
right? Hawks, yeah, they've been in playoffs, but like, what was the furthest they've gone in playoffs?
Second
Like,
round.
second
They
round?
beat the Knicks in the opening round.
Yeah,
and then they,
yeah, flamed out. Wasn't it
Exactly.
against Miami as well?
Yeah, they lost.
Yeah.
But was that Knicks series 2 years ago? Yeah, my memory's not bad. So then you got the Ben Simmons series. No, that was 2 years ago.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that
Ben Simmons
was
was 2 years
6 years,
ago. Okay.
So yeah, for me, I feel like
I
Raptors
feel like the Raptors.
Yeah.
get the edge.
Yeah.
That's close for me. 50-50 in my opinion. Raptors got home court. Yeah. Raptors it is. Majority rules.
Yeah,
So we got Heat, Raptors, 7 and 8
Yeah.
for the East.
And then everything else 1 through 6 is just the same as it is right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just to recap then, in terms of the Eastern Conference prediction, so far we have Milwaukee Bucks, 76ers, Boston Celtics, Cleveland Cavaliers, New York Knicks, Brooklyn Nets, and we have Miami Heat 7th and Toronto Raptors 8th.
Yes, sir.
Man, that first round matchup between Raptors and Bucks would be interesting.
That would be
That'll
fun.
be
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Which we'll cover in
I
another
mean,
video.
Sixers and Heat as well. But
Oh,
yes.
true.
Yeah, Sixers and Heat would
I
be
mean,
juicy.
The Sixers lost to the Heat last season in the playoffs. I forgot how many games they went to, but
Yeah.
We'll cover that next episode.
Jimmy's always hitting like buzzer beaters at some
Jimmy just
point in
goes
time.
off.
Yeah.
It's like whoever, man. You just can't stop that guy.
Well,
Well,
I guess that's it for the Eastern Conference.
that's a topic
mate.
for another day.